good little town. They were lost and never found. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground.
Hey, what's up everyone? I'm here to do my top 10 worst movies of 2010. Can't you tell my excitement? Hooray! No, I'm just kidding. I love doing worst movies and worst top 10s of the year for games and movies. This one's going to be a little laid back because I am a little tired. I only got 3 hours of sleep, but I'm going to do it today because I have so much to do in the next week or week or two. So yeah, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of reviews, Dead Space 2, Two Worlds 2. So I'm just gonna post this one up. It's gonna be a little less active than the last one, the top 10 worst games of 2010. So you know what? Let's get straight into it. With number 10. There's no honorable mentions here. And all that. There is going to be one thing though, I'm just going to say right here, there is going to be no Vampire Sucks in this top 10. So that's a decision I made, and I made myself. No Vampires Suck. That was a 0 out of 10 for me. I'm not fucking putting it there. You know why? Because fuck those guys. So there you go. They don't even deserve a worse movie. They deserve a fucking saw blade to the head. So anyway, let's go on to number 10. My Soul to Take in 3D. Now, the reason why this is only number 10 and not anywhere like closer to number 1 is because it's not as bad as the other 9. Obviously, it's number 10, but it's really not horrible. It's just a generic kind of slasher that was made by Wes Craven, so you would expect more, and it doesn't have a cool killer, it doesn't have a new cool little weapon for the killer to have. It's just a generic slasher with some uninteresting characters, a couple of cool kills here and there, sure, and just nothing that pisses you off, that just makes you go, oh my god. But there's some scenes in here that just make you go, you know, that's supposed to be funny, it's not funny, and that's supposed to be kind of quirky and weird, and it's not quirky or weird, it's just weird. So, it's not quirky and weird, it's just weird, and not in a good way. And it's just a movie that's just, you know, it's not boring. It's actually kind of entertaining in some parts. It's just a generic slasher, and that's all I gotta say. So Wes Craven, you kind of disappointed me on this one. I wasn't really expecting much though, but hopefully Scream 4 is better, which I doubt. So let's go on to number 9. Cop Out. Cop Out is a film directed by one of my favorites, Kevin Smith. I always love most of his films, except obviously this one because it's on my worst. I never thought I would actually put a Kevin Smith film on one of my worst lists, but today's the day, and really, this movie is just so disappointing. It's not that funny. It has a really annoying main character, not Bruce Willis, by the way, Tracy Morgan, and it's just so unfunny and not boring, because there is some scenes that were kind of fun. The action scenes were really lame, even with Bruce Willis. I mean, he elevated it a little bit, but you know, not by much. The plot was stupid. The jokes, like I keep saying, were just lame. And if you want to laugh a little bit, then all the jokes are in the Red Band trailer. So just search up Cop Out Red Band trailer. There you go. Hardy har har. So there you go. Very disappointing. So let's go on to number 8. Case 39. Case 39 is a generic horror movie. Hey, guess what? Another one. Hooray! Yay! Woohoo! Another generic horror movie. Well, guess what? It's a generic horror movie that is not actually that generic in a way, because it's about a little girl who is freaking demonic, which, I mean, sure, I mean, Exorcist, come on. But really, this is actually a little girl that was born demonic. She was born a demon. She wasn't possessed. She was born a demon, and she's just a screwed up little girl, and it's so generic and boring. There's no scary scenes, there's no cool deaths, there's no interesting characters. The acting's not bad, but there's no interesting characters, and it's just not scary. It's not cool. The CG's bad, and I can see why this movie has been delayed and put on the shelf for as long as it has been. It's been like on the shelf for like 4 years before it actually could find a distributor. I can see why, because it's generic. It should have went straight to DVD because it's not very good. It should have went to the theaters, but whatever. Renee Zellweger, goddammit, Renee Zellweger, you did okay. That's really it. So let's go on to number 7. Skyline. Skyline is another movie that I actually couldn't wait to see because it looks so horrendous. I saw it, and guess what? It was horrendous. The first trailer you saw actually made it look really cool, but when you showed the trailer with the characters talking and the terrible dialogue, I was like, oh, I am there. It's gonna have some cool little special effects with action and some terrible acting, so I'm gonna laugh, and I'm gonna be like, ooh, that's kinda cool. But it was actually, it was funny, but it was also kind of boring because most of the film just takes place in the director's apartment. And I guess it's because they only had a $10 million budget and they had to take all that money and put it to special effects. But because it's so just in an apartment most of the time, they go run out sometimes and make stupid decisions here and there, which are hilarious. But most of it's in an apartment watching from the outside, and sure, the special effects are actually really good for a $10 million budget, but it's not good when it's all in a freaking apartment. You can only see it through a freaking window. So overall, I know why people thought it was a bad film, but I didn't think it was as bad. So let's go on to number 6. The Last Airbender. Now, I know so many people that are probably going to say, this should be number 1, this is a travesty to the anime, this is so big, Well, I can tell you right now, I didn't really care much for the anime. I saw the first few episodes of the first season, and I did really like it, but I never really got a chance to see season 2 and 3 and 18 and 15, 42, whatever. I didn't see any of those other seasons. So when I saw this film, I just looked at it as a dumb action film, and most of the action was pretty good, but the dialogue was horrendous. The acting was pretty bad for the most part, except for a few people in the film, and just overall, it was a bad film. I don't really need to say much about this film. Many people have talked about it, so I'm just going to say it is a bad film, but I didn't think it was as bad. I think it's definitely worse than anything else on the top 10 besides the next 5, but, I'm going to keep saying that. It's a stupid running joke, but whatever. It's not even a joke. Screw it. Screw it. Let's go to number 1. Number 1 is, no, I'm just kidding. Let's go into number 5. Jonah Hex. Now, Jonah Hex is one of those films, when I saw the trailer, I thought it looked so stupid and so freaking insanely retarded that I couldn't wait to see it. I thought it looked awesome. And when I saw it, it was insanely retarded, but it was also only 70 minutes long, and it felt so freaking boring and long. I don't know how. It was 70 minutes, but it felt so long. That's how I know when I'm not having fun at a movie. Megan Fox was pretty bad in here. Josh Brolin was the only one that actually did good. John Malkovich did okay, but John Malkovich always plays the crazy kind of role, and he does it okay here. But, the action's really bland. The special effects are okay in some parts. I guess, really, it's just a bad film that felt... It's boring. That's really the biggest offense of Jonah Hex. It's boring. So, there you go. It's boring. Let's go on to the number 4 film. Gulliver's Travels. Now, I didn't review this film back when it came out because I did see it like a week after with a free movie ticket. I get a lot of free movie tickets, by the way, because I go to the theater a lot, so I get a lot of points to get them. So, anyway, I saw this with free movie ticket, and I'll just say right here, I wish I saved it for something else. I wish I just saw Tron again or something, because this movie's just horrendously bad. If you like poop jokes, piss jokes, I want to blast him through the fucking roof, but Jack Black dancing like a retard, singing stupid songs. Whoa, yeah, I swear to God, I don't want to hear that freaking song anymore. Rush Hour, I will kill you. Anyway, I don't want to hear the song anymore. It's a good song, not sung by anybody else, besides the people who sung it. I can't think who sung it. I know I'm going to get fucking blasted for that. But anyway, the movie's stupid. Gulliver's Travels is just bad, okay? It just makes me feel bad for everybody else, like Jason Segel and Emily Blunt that was in the film. Oh, God. Anyway, let's go on to number 3. Furry Vengeance. Now, Furry Vengeance is, a brilliant film. When I mean brilliant, it's completely insane and retarded. If you want to see a movie about Brendan Fraser getting pretty much murdered by a bunch of furry puppet-looking animals, then have fun, because this is definitely a movie for you. And also, if you like this film, then that's great. It's a stupid film, so if you're like one of those stoners that likes to just fucking smoke about 15,000 things of whatever you smoke, and just fucking watch really bad movies and love them, like you watch Dora the Explorer or something, then you'll love Furry Vengeance, because it's so freaking bad. And, it is just horrendous. I feel bad for Brendan Fraser from this film, but I will give him credit. It looks like he's having fun. So if he's having fun, then I don't feel bad for him. Fuck him. If he really having fun with this pathetic piece of shit movie, then great. But I can tell you one thing. Ken Jeong, you almost saved this movie for me. I love you. If you don't know who Ken Jeong is, fuck you. Anyway, so yeah. This movie's just bad. It's so bad, it's hilarious. And when I mean hilarious, I mean hilarious in a bad way. So let's go on to number 2, and it's going to be kind of the same thing with the second one, because it's another kid's film. Yeah, so number 2. Marmaduke. There you go. There's the one joke, everybody, for Marmaduke. Goodbye. Oh my god, how can you make a movie of a comic from a newspaper that's really just one panel of a Great Dane screwing something up and someone going Marmaduke? That's the whole panel. That's the whole comic panel. It's one panel from what I heard. And that, how do you make a movie of that? Well, I know how you do it. You just get a whole bunch of animals dancing, a whole bunch of CG animals dancing, talking with stupid voice over actors like the McLovins in there. You have Owen Wilson. Oh, I have too much money, time to commit suicide. You got Emma Stone. Freaking God, I don't even know. Freaking old guy, weird guy. I don't know. I'm confused. They just have Marmaduke. Fuck you. Anyway, yeah, Marmaduke's bad. If you couldn't tell. You should see me while I'm doing that too. It's pretty fucking stupid. So, yeah. Marmaduke is the one that broke me. So what could be the one that's worse than Marmaduke? The number 1 worst movie of 2010. You could feel my excitement, can't you? No, good. So, my number 1, what is it? What is my number 1? My number 1 worst movie of 2010 is The Bounty Hunter. Yes, that's right. The Bounty Hunter is my number 1 worst movie of 2010. And you know why? It's because it's one of those films that I hated when I first saw it, and I hate it even more the second time I saw it, because I had to see it twice, just so I can be sure. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, this could be my number 1. And I just had to make sure. I watched it again right when it got on Netflix streaming. It is a horrendous movie. It's so freaking bad. The characters are unlikable. The actors are unlikable. Everybody does a terrible job. The plot is stupid. The action's horrible. It's just a movie that I hate. I hate this movie. Oh my god. It's not one of the worst movies of all time. It's definitely the worst movie of 2010. But I did not see that many terrible movies in 2010. This is definitely the worst one. If I could say anything I liked about this movie, it's that Gerard Butler in some parts is kind of likable, but that's really it. Jennifer Aniston I hate. I can't stand her. And just, Anyway, there you go. There's my number 1. You can feel the excitement from me. That's really about it. So, there you go. The Bounty Hunter is my number 1 worst movie of 2010. I did this really sloppily. I know it's going to be very sloppy, but really, these movies are just terrible. I didn't want to explain it all that much. It's very improv with all this stuff, so it's not written down. So, all these things I'm saying about these movies is just coming straight to my head. So, there you go. There's my top 10 worst movies of 2010. The Bounty Hunter is a film that I hate. I really do. I despise Marmaduke. I could look past because it's a freaking an animated cartoon movie. But The Bounty Hunter is a PG-13 movie that's advertised and made money. Fuck that movie. Okay, there you go. There's my worst movie of 2010. Thank you. I hope you had a great day. Not really. I don't care. But anyway, thank you and goodbye.